Hello, we are going to learn new topic that is aromaticity. The introduction of this topic is we know that Michael Faraday was first to isolate benzene in 1825. Benzene and its many of derivative had fragrance or smell. As these compounds contain fragrance or smell, Kekulé used the term aromatic compounds. And this aromatic word came from Greek which meaning fragrant smell. In this topic, we will learn the points that are aromatic compounds. In aromatic compounds, there are subtypes that is benzoate compounds, arenes, non-benzoate aromatic compounds. Next, non-aromatic compounds, anti-aromatic compounds, and pseudo-aromatic. First point we are going to learn is aromatic compounds. What is definition of aromatic compounds? A cyclic, planar, conjugated, organic compounds which obey Kills rule of aromaticity are called as aromatic compounds. It means the compound to be aromatic it must be a cyclic, it must be a planar and it must be a conjugate organic compound. Let's see what is a conjugation. Conjugation means alternate single bond and double bond. Let's see one example that is benzene. This benzene contain alternate pi bond single bond conjugation as a whole. So, benzene is conjugated compound. Examples of aromatic compounds are benzene, phenol, naphthalene, beta-naphthol. There are given some examples that is benzene, naphthalene, phenol and beta-naphthol. These all are the examples of aromatic compounds. Let's see new point that is Huckel's theory of aromaticity. First rule of this theory is molecule must be a cyclic and having conjugated pi bonds. What is conjugation? Conjugation means alternate single bond and pi bond. We can see the example of benzene. In benzene there are alternate single bond and pi bonds. Next rule is ring must have one unhybridized p orbitals, that is it contains sp2 hybridization. We can see the carbon atoms in benzene are sp2 hybridized. Next is ample or complete delocalization of pi electrons. Here we can see that in benzene there is a complete or ample delocalization of pi electrons. We can see the images below where pi molecular orbital delocalization is given. Next rule is coplanarity, that is all ring and nuclear atoms must stay in a single plane. Last rule is Huckel's rule or 4n plus 2 rule. What is 4n plus 2 rule? Any compound having planar cyclic conjugated system with 4n plus 2 number of delocalized pi electrons in aromatic compound where n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3. It means what is Huckel's rule? That is a planar cyclic and conjugated system must contain 4n plus 2 number of delocalized pi electrons. Then we will it called as aromatic compounds. And the compound to be aromatic, it contain 2, 4, 6, 10, 14, 18 pi electrons. The examples of these are benzene, naphthalene, pyrrole and furan. Let's see the applications of Huckel's rule. How we will define that this compound is aromatic or not. The first example is a naphthalene. We can see that this naphthalene is a cyclic. It is planar and it is conjugated. That is conjugation means it contains alternate single bond and pi bonds. and it shows complete delocalization of these single bond and pi bonds. We can count the double bonds. There are total 5 double bonds in this structure. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 double bonds in this structure, which contribute total 10 electrons. 5 double bonds totally contribute 10 pi electrons for this system. And according to Huckel's rule, that is 4n plus 2 pi rule, when we put n is equal to 2, we get 10 pi electrons. So as its value comes 10, the naphthalene is aromatic. So naphthalene is aromatic as it is cyclic planar conjugated and it contains 5 double bonds which contribute 10 pi electrons. And when we calculate by using the Huckel's rule, that is 4n plus 2 pi rules, and when we put n is equal to 2, we can get 10 pi electrons. So naphthalene is a aromatic compound. Next example is a pyrrole. Let's see the structure of pyrrole. The pyrrole is cyclic, planar and conjugated system. We can see here is alternate single bond, double bond and there is a full delocalization. We can see the full delocalization of these electrons. When we count double bonds, there are 2 pi bonds which contributes 4 electrons for this system. And we can see there is one lone pair of electrons on nitrogen which contributes in delocalization of in p orbital. And so there are total 6 pi electrons. 4 electrons from double bond and 2 electrons from lone pair of these nitrogen. So total 6 pi electrons are there. And when we count by Huckel's theory, that is 4n plus 2 pi rule, and when we put n is equal to 1, we get total 6 pi electrons. Hence pyrrole is aromatic compound. So pyrrole is cyclic planar full conjugated system. It contains 6 pi electron for delocalization. So pyrrole is aromatic compound. Next example is cyclopentadienyl anion. Let's see the structure of this cyclopentadiene anion. It is cyclic, this is planar and this is conjugate system. Conjugation means there must be a alternate at least single bond pi bond conjugation or single bond or pi bond positive charge or pi bond negative charge. Okay, when we see the structure, there are 2 double bonds which contributes 4 electrons for the system, and there is one lone pair of electrons which take part in this delocalization. So there are total 6 pi electron in this system. 4 electrons are contributed by pi bonds and 2 electrons contributed by these lone pairs. And by Huckel's theory, 4n plus 2, when we put n is equal to 1, we get total 6 pi electrons. So cyclopentadienyl anion is aromatic. As it is cyclic planar conjugate system, it contains 6 pi electron in its system, so this is a aromatic compound. Next point is that is a sub point of aromatic compounds, that are benzonide compounds. What is the definition of benzonide compounds? Aromatic compounds having one or more benzene ring in it are called as benzonoid compounds. It means benzonide compounds are aromatic compounds but it contain one or more than one benzene ring. We can see the example, that is benzene, naphthalene. Naphthalene contain 2 benzene rings. Next is phenol. Phenol contain 1 benzene ring. And next is a beta naphthol, that is contain 2 benzene rings. These are benzonide compounds, means they contain at least 1 or 2 benzene rings in its compound. Next subtype of aromatic compound is arenes. What is the definition of arene? The benzonide hydrocarbons are called as arene. Benzonide hydrocarbons are called as arene. What is hydrocarbon? The compound containing only carbon and hydrogen as element. The compound containing only carbon and hydrogen element are called as hydrocarbons. And they must be a benzonide, that is, it must contain benzene ring, are called as arenes. Examples are benzene, naphthalene, and toluene. These all examples contain only carbon, hydrogen as element. So these are the examples of arenes. Next are non-benzonide aromatic compounds. What is the definition of these? Compounds lacking benzene ring but exhibiting aromatic properties due to presence of benzene-like ring are called as a non-benzonide aromatic compounds. It means these compounds do not contain any benzene ring in its structure, but still they are aromatic, are called as a non-benzonide compound. We can see the example, that is furan and pyridine. These two examples are aromatic but they do not contain benzene ring in its structure. There are 6 pi electrons in a furan, so it is aromatic and as like a pyridine. So non-benzonide aromatic compounds do not contain any benzene ring in its structure, but still they are aromatic. You can see next point, that is anti-aromatic compounds. Definition of anti-aromatic compound is: anti-aromatic compounds are cyclic, planar, conjugated organic compounds and which contain 4n pi electrons. As like aromatic compounds, anti-aromatic compounds are also cyclic. They must be a planar and it must be a conjugated organic compound. And what is conjugation? Conjugation means alternate single bond, pi bond conjugation, or pi bond positive charge or pi bond negative charge conjugation. And there must be a 4n pi electrons. There are few examples given below. One is cyclobutadiene, cyclopentadiene and cation, and cyclopropylene anion. We can see the example of anti-aromatic compound, that is a cyclobutadiene. Cyclobutadiene is cyclic. When we see the structure of cyclobutadiene, it is cyclic, planar and conjugated compound. It is a fully conjugated compound. And when we count the number of double bonds, there are 2 double bonds which contribute 4 pi electrons. There are 2 double bonds which contribute 4 pi electrons. And when we put n is equal to 1 in 4n pi rule, we get 4 pi electrons. So cyclobutadiene is anti-aromatic compound. Okay, so cyclobutadiene is anti-aromatic because it is cyclic, planar, conjugate and contain 4 pi electrons in its structure. So the compound to be anti-aromatic, it contain 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20 pi electron in its structure. Let's see next point, that is pseudo-aromatic compounds. What is definition of pseudo-aromatic compounds? The compounds having 4n pi electrons but lacking aromatic stability are called as a pseudo-aromatic compounds. It means they contain 4n pi electron as like anti-aromatic compounds, but they show less stability in their structure. The examples are pentalene and heptalene. Pentalene contain 8 pi electrons and heptalene contain 12 pi electrons in its structure. So basically pseudo-aromatic compounds are compound having 4n pi electrons but lacking aromatic stability in its structure. Let's see next point, that is non-aromatic compounds. What is definition of non-aromatic compounds? Non-aromatic compounds are neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic compounds, and they resembles aliphatic compounds in their stability and chemical behavior. It means non-aromatic compounds are neither aromatic or nor anti-aromatic. We can see the example, that is cyclopentadiene and 1,3-cyclohexadiene. We, we can see the structure of cyclopentadiene. Here are total 2 double bonds. We can see there is total 4 pi electrons. One may say that this is anti-aromatic compound, but to be anti-aromatic or aromatic, it must contain full conjugation in its structure, and all must contain sp2 hybridization. Here is a carbon that contains sp3 hybridization, and there is no full conjugation of there is no full conjugation in it. To be a full conjugation, here must be a negative charge or positive charge on that carbon, and it must be a sp2 hybridized. So this is a difference between aromatic, anti-aromatic and non-aromatic compounds. Thank you.